Namaskar my dear students, I am KG Kapoor. Welcome to Industrial Safety and Fire Safety Management class. In this class, you will learn about safety sampling and safety survey, which is one of the important subjects of industrial safety management techniques covered in week 2 of the course. This course has been indexed in overview, safety sampling, introduction, procedure, benefits, worksheets, then the summary of the safety sampling, and safety survey has been broken into introduction, goal and objectives of safety survey area, data collection analysis, worksheet and the summary. Industrial safety management techniques is the function of management. The function of management are planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. The industrial safety management techniques are part of controlling process. Controlling process include established standards, measure performance, correct deviation, feedback and again measure performance. Some of the safety management appraisal and control techniques are plant safety rules and procedure, safe operating systems, safety inspection and safety audits, which we are going to discuss today, safety sampling, safety survey, job safety analysis, safety inventory system, product safety, safety tag system, total loss control and prevention. Safety sampling is a method by which management studies processes and people with the aim of making them safer by identifying, detecting and reducing unsafe behaviors and hence accident. Unsafe behaviors are the acts people perform and the circumstances, processes provided prior to accident. Samples are taken by observing personal protection, fire exit, lighting, ventilation, temperature, hand tools, guiding positions and housekeeping, etc. Safety survey is a systematic review to recommend improvements where needed to provide assurance of the safety of current activities and to confirm conformance with applicable parts of the safety management system. Safety survey reduce accidental exposure and make employees more aware of standard operation procedures or SOP. Safety survey gives picture of day-to-day work and safety practices. Now safety sampling will now discuss in detail. Safety sampling is a well-tested techniques in accident prevention. Safety sampling is a non-traditional task. It is a little different on the other techniques that it normally is implemented on a company-wide basis by management or the safety manager rather than within one department by the supervisor. Nevertheless, because it has been so effective in safety program, we believe a supervisor can use this tool advantageously. Safety sampling measures the effectiveness of the line manager's safety activities, but not in terms of how many or how few accidents occurs. It measures effectiveness before the act of accident by taking a periodical reading on how safety the employees are working. Like all good accountability systems or measurement tools, safety sampling is also an excellent motivational tool. Each employee finds it important to be working as safely as possible when the sample is taken. Many organizations that have conducted safety sampling report a good improvement in their safety records as a result of increased interest in safety on the part of employees. Safety sampling is based on the quality control principles of random sampling, inspection, which is widely used by inspection department to determine quality of production output without making 100% inspections. The degree of accuracy desired depends on the number of random items selected, which must be carefully selected. The greater the number inspected, the greater the accuracy. There are 4 steps in safety sampling. Step 1 is the prepare a code. The element code list of unsafe practices is the key to safety sampling, and supervisory training. This list contains specific unsafe acts which occurs in your department, the accident about to happen, or we can say near miss accident. The element code list is developed from the past accident record and from known possible causes. The code is then placed on the observation form, refer safety sampling form, which we will discuss later. Take the sample. How to take the safety sample? With the code list attached to a clipboard and with a counter, start sampling. Proceed through your area, observe every employee who is engaged in some form of the activities and record whether the employee is working in a safe or unsafe manner. Each employee is observed only long enough to make a decision. Observations once recorded should not be changed. If the observation of the employee indicates the task is being performed safely, it is recorded on the counter. If the employee is observed performing an unsafe practice, a check is made on the form in the column which indicate the type of unsafe practice. The sample are to be validated. The number of observations required to validate the sample is based on the degree of accuracy desired. Count the total number of observations made. Determine how many unsafe practices are seen. The percentage of unsafe observations is then calculated. Using the percentage, the desired accuracy, the number of observations required can be calculated by a standard table or the formula. The formula is that n equal to 4 in bracket 1 minus small p, then v square in bracket p. The formula gives the number of observations, where the percentage of unsafe observations p and value of repetition v are which is normally 10% are known. For example, if during the preliminary survey of 60 observations, 20 were found unsafe, then p equal to 20 by 60 equals 0.33% and n equal to 4, 1 minus 0.33 divided by 0.10 square into 0.33. It comes out to be 812.12, or we can round up to 812. This means 812 samples observations would be required to ascertain various unsafe practices with an accuracy of 10%. If the 200 observations are possible in one tour, 4 tours, 3 tours of 200 and last tour of 212 observations will be required for satisfactory result. Here it may be noted the technique was first employed by American chemical plants and then by ICC's dyestuff division in UK. It is based on Henrich ratio 1:29:300 opportunities must be observed before the one lost time accident happens. It is based on a sample and not on detailed survey. After completing the sampling procedure, then prepare a report. As a result of the observation can be presented in many different forms. However, the report should include the total percentage of unsafe activities and the number and the types of unsafe practices observed. File the report and practically compare the findings to spot trends in types of unsafe practices occurring. Such information will assist in planning effective safety training program. What are the benefits of sampling? Research has proven that safety sampling shows the same trend for claim low cost, number of accidents and exchange cost per man hour, although it correlates better with all accident rate, means all reported accident per 1000 man hours. This means that safety sampling provides an excellent indicator of accident problem areas before the accident occurs. Of course, by far the best value of sampling is motivational. Sampling arouses extreme interest in safety where there was little interest before. Now, this is a worksheet for safety sampling. It includes the number of safe observations and number of unsafe observations. We will observe the safety glass not worn, improper use of tools, working on unguarded machine, working near tripping hazard, and so on. Date of sample shall also be recorded, in which date this particular activity is unsafe, that is to be recorded in this sampling worksheet. Then we find out the percentage. The sample date, the percentage, sample, it is finally in the form of sample date and the percentage. The summary can be presented to the top management. Hence, there will be signature of the supervisor and name of the department. To summarize, safety sampling is a method by which management studies processes and the people with the aim of making them safer by identifying, detecting and reducing unsafe behavior and hence accidents. Unsafe behaviors are the acts people perform and the circumstances processes provide prior to accident. Safety sampling is a systematic sampling of particular dangerous activities, the process of the area. It is method of measuring hazard or accident potential by random sampling and by counting safety defect. While touring, or we can say safety tour, specify the location by a prescribed tour of 15 minutes at every week interval. The quantum of defect noticed is used to portray trends in a safety situation. The point of safety sampling sheet include items such as non-use of personal protective equipment, obstructed fire exit, environmental factors, lighting, ventilation, temperature, faulty hand tools, guiding positions, housekeeping machinery conditions, etc. Safety sampling is executed in the following way: that the list the safety defect and hazards applicable to the area, defined in routes at least 2 per section or department which the observer can travel within 15 minutes, train the observer for correct use of the respective routes and printed checklist. Tell the workers the purpose of safety sampling. Observers must meet at a convenient place once in a week or fortnight. One observer should cover one route alone and mark his sheet. Defect found should be corrected by supervision of departmental head. Result of sampling checklist are added to summary sheets and plotted on a graph. Now we will talk about safety survey. Safety survey are an organization's internal activity conducted by those who are in charge. They differ from the general safety inspections or audits conducted by the government or other legislative bodies. Surveys are conducted regularly to detect unsafe conditions due to malpractices, mishandling of equipment, improper storage of materials, poor housekeeping, workplace hazard, fire hazards, machine wear and tear, unsafe and unauthorized activities, and no or improper use of PPE. The goal of survey is to answer the why for conducting the research. It's about what you want to achieve and knowing what is unknown currently. Think of what questions you are going to answer and how to collect the data for it. Once you have set the goal, you can break it down into objectives. Objectives of the safety survey are to assess factors affecting safety of operations, significant activities, and safety management systems, safety processes, and to facilitate the identification of corrective actions wherever necessary. It is an integral part of safety management system. Safety survey area are like building conditions, structure safety, housekeeping, unobstructed exit, fire protection, and other electrical items can be checked. Then as far as equipment, then machine guiding, wear and tear of joints and connections, health conditions, sufficiency of light and air, temperature and humidity levels, noise pollution, ergonomics, and presence of trip and fall hazards, etc. The procedures and practices. The standard operating procedure is in place or not. Safety practices are adhered to. Personal protective equipment is used. and procedure for preventing exposure to harmful substances are followed. Then about the personal act. An unsafe activity, talking while working, mindlessness, etc. The workplace health and safety survey data collection and analysis is doing in a systematic manner. Employees in group are invited to share their opinion about their work and how it can affect their health and safety. By taking this survey, they answer the question on hazards they face on the job and the OHS policies and procedures in place to protect them. The survey is anonymous, that means not asking for the name. Their answers will help pinpoint areas that may need improvement to better protect the health and safety workers. There are no right or wrong answers. For each question, participants to indicate the response options they feel best answers to the question. A worksheet for safety survey is prescribed. In part 1, workplace hazard, health and safety hazards we have to take care of. Here we will be putting a question in your job, how often do you manually lift, carry or push items heavier than 20 kg at least 10 times during the day? Either never, once a year, every 6 months, every 3 months, every month, every week, every day are not applicable. You will ticking mark in one of the column. Similarly, there may be a question in your job, how often do you perform work tasks or use methods that you are not familiar with? You will be answering never, once a year, every 6 months, every 3 months, every month, every week, every day, not applicable. So like this you can here write the tick mark the answer, write a correct answers. Now similarly other questions can also be asked, like in your job, how often do you stand for more than 2 hours in a row? You may be answering never, once a year, every 6 months, every 3 months, every month, every week, every day, not applicable. So these are the questions which are to be placed in as a part 1, a workplace hazard. Part 2, then we will include workplace policies and procedures, that is policies and system to make the workplace safe. Here we shall be putting a question, at my workplace. Then to complete the element that at my workplace everyone receive the necessary workplace health and safety training when starting a job, changing job or new job. Answer will be giving strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly agree, not applicable. So here choice is given to you and you have to select the best choice, best answer. Similarly, other question may be, at my workplace there is a regular communication between employees and management about safety issues. The participant will answer strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly disagree are not applicable. Again we will be selecting the best answer. Similarly, there may be a question, at my workplace communication about workplace health and safety procedures is done in a way that I can understand. You may be strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly disagree are not applicable. Give a best answer. In part 3, the element of interest is occupational health and safety awareness, that is hazards, role and responsibilities. Here the question is, at my workplace I am clear about my rights and responsibilities in relation to workplace health and safety. You may be strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly disagree, not applicable. You will be giving the best answer. Similarly, there may be another question, at my workplace I am clear about employers' rights and responsibilities in relation to workplace health and safety. Again, you will be selecting one of the choice out of strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly disagree or not applicable. Similarly, there may be a question at my workplace related to occupational health and safety awareness. I know what the necessary precautions are that I should take while doing the job. Your choice will be within the given answers: strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly disagree are not applicable. In part 4, participation in occupational health and safety, that means participate in making safer workplace. So at my workplace, the question is being formulated: at my workplace, I feel free to voice concern or make suggestions about workplace health and safety at my job. Again, you will be selecting one of the answer: strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly disagree or not applicable. Similarly, you will be throwing a question: at my workplace, if I notice a workplace hazard, I would point it out to the management. The participant will reply: strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly disagree are not applicable. They will select, the participant will select any one of these answer. Similarly, the question is: at my workplace, I have enough time to complete my work task safely. Answer the participant may select out of strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly agree and not applicable. To summarize, safety survey is a systematic review to recommend improvements where needed, to provide assurance of safety of current activities and to confirm conformance with applicable parts of safety management system. A safety survey is an organization's internal systematic evaluation to check that safe operations and practices are in place in workplace and facilities. It is an opportunity to suggest improvements on safety issues and confirm intended safety regulations are being complied with. Occupant or manager affected and other workers should provide necessary cooperation to the authorities to conduct safety survey. Safety survey also helps in determining safety and training needs of the workers and the supervisors, including as well as the management. One of the important book pertaining to safety survey and safety sampling is Techniques of Safety Management by Dan Peterson. There are a lot of material available on web on the subject matter. Thank you. Namaskar.